that made them relevant to the court case, which makes it justifiable to continually mention them always, every 20 seconds, to constantly mention that the lawsuit is about him cheating, when no, the lawsuit is primarily about the Apollo Legend statement, the offending statement. And Carl tried to use the fact that his statements about him cheating were true as a defense of the offending statement. Because Carl brought it in, that means it's about that. Like, no. Like, you can bring in anything you want as a defense. And there's even a screenshot of a tweet where Carl's like, Billy wants to make the lawsuit about Apollo Legend, but I'm not going to let him get away with that because I really want this to be about the cheating. Now, I'm paraphrasing. I'm making it sound worse than it actually was. I'll see if I can find it, but he said something along those lines. And so the lawsuit, Billy Mitchell didn't bring any of that shit in. Carl brought all that shit in. So Billy Mitchell sues him for the defamatory statement about Apollo Legend. Then Carl's defense is, but I said you cheated at video games. And then Carl describes his lawsuit as, the lawsuit has a lot of elements about Billy cheating at video games. Like, you have aggressively manipulated the narrative there entirely to conceal the true nature of the suit, in my opinion. So it's a ridiculous notion. If Carl sues me for my reaction video, and then I bring in as a defense, well, Carl's a pickup artist, I can't then go, guys, Carl is suing me, and the lawsuit, it's all about Carl being a pickup artist. It's like, what? No, it isn't. And then he says the thing about the cheating every video. He says it 100 fucking times. He says maybe once that it's about Apollo Legend. So, totally disingenuous. And that is further reinforced by the fact that Barlow, the judge, said, I have made no determination about whether Billy Mitchell cheated at video games. It's not like I haven't made a decision either way whether that's true or not, because it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't. It doesn't matter. This contextual truth, as Carl is using it, which, again, I'm not sure is correct. I would have to do more research, not a lawyer. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Anyway, welcome, Ace. Yeah, the truth will come out.
Legend, but on the other hand, because he doesn't get to just isolate that one paragraph...
He does, actually. He absolutely does. If everything else in the video is not relevant to his specific claim, he doesn't need to introduce it.
And ignore everything else in the video, the cheating allegations, along with other more serious claims, became involved. And ultimately...
Because you brought them in.
The judge did agree that those other claims were made and that they were substantially true.
Yes. And it doesn't matter. Who cares? You're the one who's insisting that this is important. But Billy didn't think it was important, and the judge didn't think it was important. So you can't then go, well, I think it's important, so I'm going to keep saying it every 4 seconds. It just makes you look like an idiot.
Though in his opinion, they weren't more serious than the claim Billy was suing over, which I personally don't agree with. In my...
Whoa, hold on. So the judge decides that the statements implying that Billy contributed to Apollo Legend's suicide, the judge decided that those were greater, those were more, like, damaging, than the cheating stuff. which obviously they are. This is just some kid's life. This is some kid's life. So I agree with the judge. Carl's going to argue against that. Carl's going to disagree with that. That really the cheating is more important. Carl.
Personal opinion, I think expressing joy over Apollo Legends' death is far worse than any implication that the eventual settlement of Billy's $1 million lawsuit against a young YouTuber who had major health issues.
Again, private DM during a very tumultuous time versus statements seen by hundreds of thousands of people as part of a series of 20 videos getting fucking 15 million views altogether, shitting on the guy. Do you see the distinction?